Hey, it's Audeyah. Welcome back to my channel.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
It's been such a long time since I've had the opportunity to say that. If you are a new person visiting my page because of this video title, hello, welcome to the fam. Be sure to subscribe before you go. And if you're returning, like I said in my intro, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about what I learned during Vlogtober, and then hopefully that could help you strategize because we are about to move into Vlogmas. I think Vlogtober was a very good way for me to come back after taking almost a year off, unintentionally of course, but there's a lot of things that I learned as far as how to plan my videos, what I wanted to post, how to improvise when necessary, etc. So I'm going to go ahead into some tips that I have. Before I get into this, I do want to interchangeably mention the fact that I am referring to Vlogtober as well as Vlogmas. So the time frames I'm about to refer to are going to be reflective of either of those things. So if there's anything that I may need to clarify, there will be some text on the screen just so you can follow more seamlessly. The very first tip that I have is that preparation is key. I just finished doing Vlogtober, and instead of doing a full 31 videos, I ended up doing 24. And the only reason I did 24 was because I really failed to prepare. And that was very messed up on my part, because then I feel like all of the marketing that I had done ahead of time was kind of for nothing. But luckily, I think my audience, who I promoted to mainly on Instagram, I think they did a great job of staying with me throughout the process. So I would suggest around now that you go ahead and put a poll out there. It will help you and your audience know what it is you guys are looking for from each other. I knew that I was not primarily going to do vlogs, so I made sure that when I was making my videos, I catered to the people who asked me for what my thoughts were on certain things, recommendations I had received throughout the year, whatever it was content-wise that I was asked to create, that is what I did. And so I made sure to update my Instagram story with what it was I was going to post. And then of course, here on YouTube, the fact that you're consistent for a certain amount of days, it does push you better into their algorithm. Still sticking to my first point of preparation is key. That generally means to go ahead and plan as well as know how to manage your time. Make your content calendar at least 30 days in advance. That gives you 30 days to either pre-film some content. So as I'm preparing for Vlogmas, I already have some videos lined up that I want to pre-film, so that way I'm always, a little ahead, because I do want to post for the entire month. I also wanted to mention that how you plan to promote your videos as well as keywords are also very important. So definitely do your SEO checks. The specific tool that I use, I will be sure to link it on the screen so you know exactly what app I use when I'm looking up certain video titles, looking for keywords, or just using smart tags. My second tip is definitely going to be to budget, based on what you're recording, kind of have an understanding of what it's going to cost you. So I knew that if I wanted to go to a pumpkin patch, it would have made sense to plan this probably in like August, in the sense of finding the patch, finding my friends who are going to go with me, and then deciding how we're going to get there, because I ain't taking all those buses and trains by myself to go to no family kind of it, that don't sit well with me at all. So that would not have been something that I would do. Then you should not be going into debt to create content. If you are, you want to reevaluate your spending. Now, while I understand the concept completely of in order to make money you have to spend money, it should not be putting you in debt unless you know for certain that this investment is going to have a large return. It absolutely makes no sense to go ahead and spend, let's say, $5,000 investing on like a videographer to record your intro and all that. Like, I think that's a little excessive, but don't let me be the one telling you how to spend your money. Just make sure whatever budget you have is reasonable, and kind of put a little bit of additional expenses in there, because things do come up and things do change. So make sure that you budget. That way your videos can also come out the way you want them to, and more importantly, you don't have to scramble for backup ideas just in case you're not able to go to wherever you're going to. Another point that I really want to highlight is storage. So if you are a content creator, you already know that you're going to need storage to record, whether it's a camera or a phone, whatever you're using to film your videos, make sure that you have sufficient storage. So what I like to do is I have Google Photos, and Google Photos is something I like to promote to everybody that I know who likes to take a lot of pictures or who just likes to have a lot of their memories. I like to advise everyone to use Google Photos. Now, after a while, you will have to pay for it. And just to sandwich that together, make sure all of your devices are sufficiently charged. So my next point is support. This is going to be very demanding from you if you choose to take on Vlogtober or Vlogmas. And I simply say that to say if you're committed to recording 25 videos, it's going to be very demanding. So people who encourage you online, your friends and family at home, whatever support system you have, make sure to just tap into those throughout this process, because there will definitely be some very trying times during this entire ordeal. The reason I feel like it's very important to plan ahead is because you can kind of have an idea of where you're going, what it is you want to do, and how exactly what bits and pieces of that experience you want to highlight, because we don't want to just do things for the sake of, okay, well, I went here, now I have to record from start to finish. Just kind of have an idea in mind of what scenes you want to capture, watch other people's vlogs, look for inspiration online, and then that could really help you be able to live in the moment and not just, live to record. Having a support system is very important during this process, because sometimes no one will really understand what you're going through creator-wise. If you don't want to be burnt out, you have to know how to live in reality and how to live online. So my last point is going to be content and strategy. You do not have to be present for 4 weeks. You don't have to be present for 12 days. You don't have to be present for 25 or even 31 days. Whatever content you're creating and whatever strategy you create for yourself, just make sure that it's realistic enough that even on a day where it's super hard for you to continue, you can still get that video done. So I hope with all of these tips that I've shared that you've had the opportunity to kind of get in a good headspace for the upcoming season of Vlogmas. I feel like Vlogmas will be one for the books. If you guys have any additional tips that you would like to add, go ahead and do so down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.